Improving patriotism, addressing poverty, and combating discrimination in Nigeria were central themes during discussions with TVC GMD CEO and her team, along with leaders from various public and private sectors. These important conversations marked the second day of the courtesy visit of TVC leadership. Uloma Oyemachi reports.
Continuing the mission of fostering collective engagement and forging strong partnership, TVC Communications CEO Victoria Ajayi and her team visited several key areas across Abuja on the second day of their tour. Unlike the previous day, one of the visits brought the delegation of the Action Aid Nigeria to the quarters of TVC Communications Abuja. The country representative said the visit is to amplify their efforts to tackle poverty and discrimination against women, children and people with disabilities.
Why did we choose this group? Of course, the demography of the young person is very obvious, so definitely we just have to work with them. If you're able to deal with issues of poverty that affects them, then you have done. Then women, of course, that constitutes about half of the population, which has most times we suffer most of the marginalization.
We are indeed the best place for you to showcase what you're doing, especially from that policy side, those things that you're trying to drive, and even showcasing that this is what Action Aid is doing in Nigeria. These are some of the initiatives, and also telling the stories of these people.
He outlined the challenges faced in achieving these goals and reassured Nigerians of their unwavering commitment to their cause.
So we did a research recently from our 2 million plus smallholder women farmers that we work with, and 70% of them said that insecurity is one of the greatest hindrance for them to be able to produce food effectively.
The next stop was the office of the National Orientation Agency. Here, the Director of Current Affairs highlighted the critical role of media services in the agency's mission. The DG in turn showcased unique innovations introduced by the agency, including an AI technology designed to share its activities with Nigerians.
Can you tell me some of the values deployed by the NOA?
Certainly, here are some of the values deployed by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
We are introducing what we call citizen brigades in primary and secondary school. So we are starting with 37,000 this year, 1,000 per state and FCT. We are proposing to FEC to nationalize cartoon content, so that at least 70% of the cartoons in this country will be about us.
The next stop was the Minister of Works, who was in a celebratory mood for his 61st birthday. He credited his drive to excel to his permanent secretary and aides, promising more to come.
The good thing about this is that once it is done, for the next 50 to 100 years, you don't need to do it again. And that is what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be remembered for.
Sokoto Badagry, that was from Sokoto State to Kebbi State to Niger to Kwara. The economic benefit that the communities along the route get is unquantifiable.
With these strategic partnerships, TVC Communications is set to drive significant change across Nigeria. Uloma Oyemachi, TVC News, Abuja.